Are you able to see me? No.
Yeah. Oh, better.
Can someone check in the YouTube if name comes? No, I could check. It's not coming.
Oh, better.
Can someone check in the YouTube if name comes? I could check it. ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथां मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधः कृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितां च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी महान सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to our systematic study of Vedic scriptures. Bhagavad Gita chapter 16 is detailing about the divine and demonic nature. In the world we see two kinds of people, one who are intended to do good for everyone and the other one wanted to take good from everyone. So which means the nature of divine people, out of compassion, out of fearlessness, and all those 26 qualities that we discussed in last weeks, we see that the mood is about giving, and not having any selfish interest. The one who is in the mode of goodness, and even better would be a devotee who is um, very clever. Clever is a word that can be taken either ways, but one who is very clever, he uses the right intelligence, which is called buddhi. Yeah, jnanam vijnanam. Knowledge, I think we are getting from many ways, many means. Mm. But Vigyan cannot come just like that. In the world of artificial intelligence, we are talking about buddhi, but we are talking about not real intelligence. It is something how a person wants to show that he knows everything, or a person wants, uh, even if not to show that he knows everything, but at least a person who is eager to grab all the knowledge from all corners. And because you have a lot of knowledge, then you can also tell so many things. Yeah, you can spin some logic and you can come up. But what is the guarantee that this AI has matured to become a civilized human? No? Ultimately, if that is the case, the AI should help humans to become perfect Aryans, which means it's not about accumulation, it's about actual distribution. AI is saying that we can
We
say
can
that
see.
distributing, but yeah, but is it Vigyan or Gyan? Vigyan is very important. Why? Because we know what to really hear, what is really that we can digest, what is our capacity. Hmm. I don't know if Satish Prabhu is here. You can say, I don't know, are there any disclaimers which are telling that AI are not for below 18 years? I think when you create an account, you should show that you are above 18, right?
Krishna Prabhuji, I think there is no. It depends on what kind of AI Prabhuji, but at least the basic ones, even in
Hmm.
our, sorry, not in our, but yeah, this European AI Act also kind of classifies AI into three categories, Prabhuji. But the
Hmm.
ones that are commonly available for everybody, this
Well, yes.
generative,
That's why kids are using this generative AI for writing homeworks.
yes,
Yeah. And yeah, which is not at all good, right? In the end, the exam should be written by your own self, not by some other tool. Yeah. So the grade will be given to you or to the AI. Anyway, I think the point here is that we understand there is an importance of real intelligence, and real intelligence means to gradually advance, parivartan. uh, with with AI, we may put all questions. After all, a man is made of question bank. He has so many questions, and this interestingly, the more you have questions answered, the many more questions that it will come. That's nature. Why? Because we are so ignorant. But what can happen is when you have so many answers, you may think that you know everything, and then you can start speculating, and you have also some tools which can, yeah, if you search in internet of something, is this good? Uh, you get answers which are related to good and also which are related to bad. And human tendency is to take what is favorable for his case study. Um, Yeah, coming back to our Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, what is the mentality of demonic nature, which will be we will discuss in next 10 verses. What is the attitude? What are the activities? What are the actions? What are the thoughts? So, yeah, let's get started. I'll open the page. Can someone volunteer to read? Let me know if you see screen now. Who would like to read? Deepali Mataji, 16:10. I don't know if you're talking, we can't hear you. No, yes. Mm.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Again, I can't hear. Anyway, I mean, I can read it. Kamam ashrita durshpuram dambamana madhavita mohad gritva shad grahan pravartante asuchi vrata. Asuchi vrata is described here. Taking shelter of insatiating lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige, the demonic, thus illusioned, are always sworn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent. As I have read it, so I can go through the purport and pause to highlight few things. So here the demonic nature is um, explained. What Lord Krishna is saying is the mentality of these uh, have no satiation for their lust, isn't it? We very few come to this point of I have I am completely satisfied. Mhm. If you, I'm completely sad. The more one is carried by the mode of passion, the more he wants to enjoy, isn't it? It's like, okay, yeah, when it comes to eating food, we want to experiment more, we want to try more, eat more. Yeah, yeah, if God allows, if our body is fit, we would like to keep on doing that. Similarly, if we are exploring places, we want to keep on seeing new places to get always this wow effect. Wow, I have been to that place, where there is no sun for 6 months, and then, and Prabhupada is declaring such place as hell, but we think it's a wow, wonderful. It's a carpet of stars that you can see all night, and the night doesn't end after 12 hours. Yeah, it's impressing. There are all this, I don't know what is it called, blue lines, so many things. People are so much, yeah, there is no end for satisfying. Then there is another news that comes saying that, if you go to this Niagara Falls, is it in Canada or US? I don't know. Yeah, one of these places. Then, yeah, wow, let's plan going there. And then there is another place, yeah, Statue of Liberty, and there is another place in Spain. So many places are there. Yeah. Why? Because this universe is so big, this world is so big. Can we really manage to see everything? Hmm. And is everything same? No, it's not same. There is a purpose for Lord creating it in its own unique way. And but then the man is behind all these things to see more and more and more to satisfy. Yeah, I was when it comes to the eyes, we want to see more. When it comes to ears, we want to hear more. What do you want to hear more? Anyone? What do you want to hear? Ajrasa Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm? Shweta Mataji, what do you want to hear more? Hmm. I think group is quite silent. Huh? Hope everyone is feeling well.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hema Gauri Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhuji, whatever mind says.
Whatever mind dictates, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and what does mind dictate?
Depending on our activities, if we do Krishna consciousness, then definitely we want to hear Krishna Katha. If we are engaged in material activities, then definitely material enjoyments, whatever mind
Mm.
satisfaction.
Mm. Okay. What is it, Krishna Prabhu?
Mm, Krishna.
Krishna, you want to hear your husband, okay. Okay. Others? Madhuri Mataji.
Advana. अरे सर, ये पूछ रहे हैं. What do you want to hear?
Yeah,
What do you want to hear? मतलब कृष्णा प्रभु जी, what do you want to hear?
yeah.
मतलब आजकल is it
Yeah. Usually we want to hear our own glorification. Mm. Prajalpa. Prajalpa is so nice, yeah, because after all, when you have visited so many places, after all, when you have, yeah, uh, experimented yourself, you have become an object, yeah, you're looking so many ways to enjoy, and you have your own experience, you have your own heritage, and after all, don't you want that everyone glorify or discuss about that greatness? Even a small thing that we do, we want to be glorified. So, if Krishna Katha is happening, how many people will come? I don't know. But if you just put Sanman Sabha, you know what is Sanman Sabha? Hmm? Yeah, everyone can tell. What does that mean?
Talking about someone's accomplishment, Prabhuji, or I don't know.
Yeah. Hmm. What was that happened in the Handel blood? Huh? There was a Sanman Sabha. Satish Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So when there is such kind of, I mean, not yours, I'm just telling. when these kind of events are there where people are invited to discuss about wow, what they have done, huh? Why do people go? Mm. And then they also want to hear more. What is that accomplishments? I'm a successful person. I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm a successful dad. I'm a successful man, successful woman. All it is all about our glories that we want to hear, isn't it? And is there an end? Are we saying, hey, now it's too much, man? I'm fully satisfied. Anyone? Anyone feels that? If someone is praising your greatness, you want to hear more and more, right? Huh? Yes? No?
Yes, Prabhuji, naturally.
Natural. See, that is, I really like that word naturally. Madhuri, Madhuri. This nature is so deep in us that we have identified ourselves with this body, and because of that, what we do is we are always looking to satiate our lust. What is lust? Kama. Kama is not only sex, but predominated by sex desire, but lust is also about the desire that you have for your own self, not for others, not for the Lord. So, so what did we cover till now? Seeing, yeah, we want to see the heights, we want to see the depths, we want to see every nook and corner. If Lord gives us 1,000 years, if Lord gives us unlimited wealth, if Lord gives us very good health, if we all depend on Lord to give all those things, isn't it? But then what are we doing is we are engaging ourselves in uh, exploring. We may say, after all, didn't Lord create everything for me? That is the nature, yeah. In one of the religious philosophies, they say, hey, animals are created for eating. The Lord has indeed said that, hey, all these animals are created for eating. Is that so? How will Lord create animals? If Lord would like to give us food, why will He engage us in this what do you call act of killing animals? He can give something else, right? In the case of trees, yeah, I think Krishna Prabhu, you are asking now what happens in case of trees, fruits, and all these things. Yeah, uh, only foolish will argue that these both are same. Yeah, killing animal, killing a fruit are same, isn't it? Hmm? Only foolish can see them on the same level. So yeah, people can write whatever they want. People can read between the lines whatever they want, isn't it? Radhika Mataji, it's all man-made, right? We already removed the Lord in the game. Uh, in the past few years, yeah, 50 years back, though we were not there, but historians can say how was the world, especially in India. The temples used to have morning programs and evening programs. Now, in a city, for example, like Düsseldorf, is there a temple? Yeah, there is a temple. The temple is only for the festival time, isn't it? And yeah, or some special guests when they come, when special occasion comes. No, come on, there is no nitya. There is nothing like daily activities. Why? Because the city life doesn't allow us to become more devotional. Why? Because we want to earn. Initially, I thought I can have a lot of time, but what is happening is because I need to keep myself up to speed. Uh, I'm just caught up in that speed and actually not doing what I should do. So this is what is happening. We are trying to satiate the lust in us, mm, and absorbed in conceit of pride and false prestige. Pride is, yeah, our um enemy. Yeah, the only because of course it's created, it exists for only one purpose. The pride should be not that how great I am. The pride should be that how great my Lord is. And immediately what happens is because our mind naturally, I'm taking words from Hemagauri and Madhuri Mataji, mind is naturally inclined to enjoy self-glorification, that we immediately remove the Lord from that. Hmm. It's not that my Lord is great, it's I am great. So that's what happens. And this is what we talk about manipulation. When we manipulate, what is happening is we want to remove the Lord from the whole equation, because that gives us the next 10 verses or 8 verses are going to discuss about that. What is the mentality when we remove the Lord from the equation? And then when you know what is an equation? Pratik Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is an equation?
Equation is something like we are considering from one point of view to other point of view. Like
Mm-hmm.
we are equating that.
Right. Equating means balancing, isn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
whatever is on the left and the right, everything is balanced. So there is no imbalance. Inequality is typically what? Yeah, there is no equality, which means both sides are not same, both not balanced. What is happening is we want to keep Lord on the other side, let's say, and minute him to that extent that he doesn't even exist, and that is our equation. Yeah, you're getting the point?
Mm-hmm.
In that equation, when the Lord is not there, we think that yeah, everything is balanced. After all, because of having a concept of God, that's why so many things are there, and we are trying to find answers. And when we know the answers, we can solve the problems. Sarika Mataji, are we not trying many ways to solve problems day in, day out, every day?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Ji Prabhuji.
Hmm?
It's like
We have
there are
solved.
so many problems around and we are just stuck in,
Mhm.
resolving those problems.
Yeah, so Lord created problems and you are solving the problems. Huh? Because you
But
didn't create the world, right?
no,
It is Lord who has created the world, and because it is created imperfectly, because of that, yeah, um, what is happening is that you're fixing it. That's so great about you. Yeah, you're creating ways of improvement. Yeah, otherwise we can't even say we have advanced, right?
yes,
We
Prabhuji.
have we have done a heap. Uh, mm, yeah, I mean, I can't even count how great I am. Oh, see. I am so great that I have solved so many problems. Uh, I don't have to even reinvent the wheel. There are so many people who have done so many things, and I can just add a small thing and I can say, this is what I am contributing. Very insignificant, but I am so great. What do you call in our engineering, or even during our 10 plus 2, we have come across some physics laws. One was very interesting. What was that for with the sound? Doppler effect. Anyone remember Doppler effect? No one? No one heard Doppler effect? I thought all our engineers here. Uh, let me say, yeah, let me say. A Doppler effect is that when you are standing on a railway station, you close your eyes, and when the train is coming from far, far away, the more and more it comes closer. Yeah, now all of you are closing your eyes, I guess. So the more and more it comes closer and closer, you hear the sound of the train bigger and bigger. And then once it comes onto the station and when it's leaving, the more and more it is going away, then the sound is going to uh, decrease. That is Doppler effect. Is it some rocket science or hmm? Satish Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji, I think it is, yeah, it's a normal experience from.
So that's what his contribution was, and of course famous for it because he built so many things on that. Yeah, so which means that it's not that he has created sound effect. He has just analyzed the sound effect and he's just saying this. Anyway, coming back to our main theme, it's not about scientists or science, but here the point is that our mentality is to see so many things, to hear so many glorification of ourselves, or if not ourselves, we want to hear more about, yeah, at least not about others, but about other places. Yeah, wow. Why? Because our ears are like, what do you call this? Antennas, dish satellite antennas, which are, you know, have you seen sometimes news channels which will start showing that these antennas rotate, yeah, or this or terrestrial antennas you have seen? Terrestrial antennas. There is one big dish which is in center of some city, which is going to transmit the signal over air, and then there are small, this uh, aerial antennas. Yeah, these are not the dishes, but small spikes, aluminum spikes that will start receiving from the air. uh, Anyway, that's only science. Yeah, there is this terrestrial antennas, there is satellite antennas. All these antennas are immediately tuned to pick up the frequency, and our frequency is our glorification. As soon as someone is glorifying us, all our senses get simply attached to that. We are not like um Krishna, Balaram, Subhadra when they heard from Rohini Mata when she was telling about the childhood pastimes of Krishna. When we are hearing this katha, let's see what happens when we are having Bhagavad Katha. How much attention are we able to bring? But yeah, we can see that there was so much transformation that even the Lord Himself experienced. One may think, hey, maybe it is because of Prajalpa. Huh? Maybe it's because of Prajalpa, Krishna is glorified and Krishna is enjoying his glorification. No, the pastimes of the Lord in Vraj are not just only about his leelas. Yeah, it is that he is reminded by the gopis. He is reminded by the gopas. That is what makes him completely absorbed. It is the dealings. It is that he is remembering his sakhas. He is remembering his uh, gopis. Yeah, he's remembering all the pastimes. Uh, don't don't we also enjoy what is it called nostalgia? That we just want to become once again all these alumni, all these schemes, yeah, that are there. Yeah, just you go to your own. Yeah, what was that? Last year October, I was in the hospital where I was born. Wow, that was no more like when I was born. Yeah, you just connect and then you feel. But yeah, here the Lord was not interested about only him, but he was interested about all the sakhas where he was remembering them. And hmm, but we are interested more in terms of, yeah, our greatness, yeah, and that is never going to be satisfied. Why? Because who was that? Hemagori Mataji said it goes to the mind. The mind is appreciating it. But at the same time, back of your mind, is there some guilt feeling? Are you not glorified more than you are supposed to be? Huh? Harsh Prabhu? Hmm? Do we really deserve so much glorification? Yeah, sometimes no, but yeah. Are we really openly expressing, hi, hey, no, 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 it's not me, it's someone else. Yeah, it's because, yeah, actually, I didn't do this. Yeah, to be honest, it was only support that I could do. Genuinely putting ourselves in a humble position. Uh, we
Yes,
struggle
I
to be
think.
humble, right?
Yeah, I think I struggle sometimes, especially if I put a lot of work in something and I say like, yes, the results are really good in that respect, then sometimes I struggle that, yes, I was the one who managed to do something so difficult that others couldn't. So I sometimes struggle, yes.
Yeah, I struggle always. That's my problem. Yeah, that's why we take shelter of the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnana, Manina Manina Kirtaniya Sadahare. If at all we want to have a quality chanting, we definitely have to give that away. Otherwise, yeah, we may think that if I get this status, if I get this position, if I get this, whatever I'm hankering, if I get it, then I will give up all this. At least I should have something. Yesterday I was hearing to some philosophy. In one way, it might be interesting, correct, and of course, in those days there were so many great poets, philosophers who wrote those. There is Bhaskara Shatakam in Telugu, and in that he was mentioning one should have sufficient funds of mm, wealth. The justification given there is he is giving the justification that if at all you have some money, then people will recognize you, and that's why they are ready to give you more money in case if you ask, right? Yeah. Who can tell me? Satish Prabhu? Huh?
Yes.
If a beggar is asking you 1 lakh, will you give? Or if a person who is having a job, or who has some property, security, will you give to him hand loan?
Yes, Prabhuji, I think yeah, the current position of wealth no matters, be it for banks and other things, Prabhuji, to loan out.
Yeah, but as
Um,
a person also, you would just value only people who can repay
exactly,
you. Yeah, you are
exactly,
not to
Prabhuji.
give a beggar unless
Exactly,
you are very, very charity oriented. And in these
exactly, Prabhuji.
days, in Kali Yuga, how many people are there who can do such charity? So, yeah, the chances of I getting support is there when I am myself in good position. Yeah, that's why we can see that how people are given. Yeah, you see when two people uh, brought to get married, then they see how much are you having, how much are you having. Both should be very rich. It's not that one is poor. Anyway, so the point he was making is that one should save himself, and one should arrange some security for himself. One should have some value. He was giving the teaching is that even Lakshmi Devi doesn't even favor her own elder sister, Jeshta Devi. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, that story I don't mm, want to discuss further, because the point from there is actually about how a person is always looking for having something for himself. But one who fully depends on Krishna, yeah, of course, one has to have such guts. One should really be strong and convinced that Krishna is my ultimate shelter. Huh? It is not that my assets are going to protect me. It is that Krishna will protect me. So unless one comes to that stage, he may take support. Yeah? But gradually he has to come to this platform that I don't even want these assets as a recognition through which my life in material world is going to be taken care. So the demonic mentality is based on we are talking about mind. The mind, back of my mind, Hemagori Mataji, back of your mind, are you not feeling guilty? Why should someone glorify me so much?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
And front of your mind, you might appreciate if someone glorifies, appreciates them.
Yeah, I feel guilty, Prabhuji.
Yeah, that's not your problem. Yeah, that's our problem. The problem is that we appreciate if someone appreciates us, and we don't appreciate if someone not even if they don't appreciate, na, we feel, hey, what is this? Huh? He doesn't know how great I am. He doesn't see what he after all I did that, I did this, so many things I have done. Pride. This pride is such a dangerous thing, and then false prestige. When the pride is not satisfied, then false prestige will find ways of how to prove yourself you are great, or to prove others how low they are. So, in the conceit of pride and false prestige, this saturation of lust will never be satisfied. It's not going to happen. Why? Because everything is happening at the mind, but the heart is something else. We know that it is that heart is the place from where the Anandambudhi Vardhanam, the actual bliss is coming from the heart, not from the mind. It is not that the definitions of mind, if they are satisfied, then we are happy. It is actually, there is no relationship between these two things, which means with with the dualities, which are rooted at the mind level, yeah, we will always have these turmoils. We will always have these waves of happiness and distress and all these things. But happiness, when we are talking about the bliss that is in the heart, that can only be activated by one process. I think that comes in one of the verses. The process, let me see, is it in this one? No, it will come later. The process is chanting of the holy name. Yeah. Okay. From where am I speaking this? Uh, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, but what is, I'm just looking, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the canto 12, in the canto 12, I'm reading, the chapter title is The Symptoms of Kali Yuga. The symptoms of Kali Yuga is described, and I'm just looking where is this particular verse which says, of course, we can get more familiarized with this. Sukadeva Goswami says, O king, religion, truthfulness, cleanliness, tolerance, mercy, duration of life, physical strength, and memory will all diminish day by day because of the powerful influence of age of Kali. Huh? Huh? The Tascha Anudinam, every day, day after day, these things are coming down. Yeah, we know. Yeah, for that we just go a few pages back in the history, and then you can see this what is happening. Cleanliness. We can check how was the cleanliness maintained before now. You know, people may say I'm maintaining cleanliness because I have what is it called sanitizers. In those days, was there sanitizers? No, kerchiefs. Yeah, oh God. Now, yeah, we have sophisticated ways of cleanliness. You spray, and then all the insects and pesticides and whatever, everything is gone. The cleanliness is also in the farming. Uh, Anyway, the cleanliness of today's world cannot be glorified for many good reasons. Tolerance, forget about it. Tolerance, uh, um, yeah, we try to somehow escape from situations which can provoke us. That is one nice tactic, but tolerance is not about escaping. Tolerance is about staying there and seeing what best we can do. So that's gone. Mercy, what is mercy? I know only mercy chocolate. Yeah? Mercy is something, yeah, doesn't come so. Uh, it's just like anyone have this mm, um, shampoo, where you just press and the liquid shampoo is coming out. Just imagine nothing is there, but you still try to squeeze, nothing comes. There is nothing. Mercy is very low. Duration of life, we are trying. I think the next verses are going to tell how a man is struggling to extend his duration. Yeah, even if possible, he is trying to find ways how he can regenerate his cells. How he can be, or but then what about strength? Okay, we'll find something else in next 50 years, next 100 years. Finally, we will be able to do that. uh, Duration of life is also reducing. Why? Because before we had different diseases, which mm, globalization made it possible to reach every corner. Physical strength, no compromise. We can appreciate our ancestors very well in the strength and memory. Also, the numbers that we can remember is less. The puzzles that we can solve is less. Very, very less. So anyway, this is the influence of age of Kali. In Kali Yuga, wealth alone will be considered the sign of man's good birth, proper behavior, and fine qualities. And law and justice will be applied only on the basis of one's power. We can see this happening. Huh? Men and women will live together merely because of superficial attraction. Success in business will depend on deceit. Womanliness and manliness will be judged according to one's expertise in sex. And a man will be known as a Brahmana just by wearing a thread. Mhm. A person's spiritual position will be ascertained merely according to external symbols, and on the same basis, people will change from one spiritual order to the next. Ah, do we see this? What is happening? Someone would be in one religion and he will be going to other religion, spiritual or this is one thing, and the spiritual order is also like okay, uh, on the same basis, external symbol. Okay, now he is 50 years, he goes to Vanaprasth. You get a ticket to Vanaprasth, you can go, and after 60 years, yeah, what is next? You have hit the 60 milestone, then you go into sannyas. No, a person's property will be seriously questioned if he does not earn a good living. And one who is very clever at juggling words will be considered a learned scholar. No? It's all about how mesmerizingly cherry picking the words that you can speak that puts you on the topmost place. It's all, yeah, people are interested how you phrase your words because it attracts people attention not to seek knowledge, not to understand the message, but wow, I'm mesmerized by the jugglery of the words that one is putting. Whether there is content in it or whether there is substance in it doesn't matter. It's more about what wow effect it gives. A person will be judged unholy if he does not have money, and hypocrisy will be accepted as virtue. See, I'm not speaking something of my own philosophy. That's why I'm very sure that these are facts, and you can also on these basis can reflect back and can understand. Yeah, didn't we see these examples in our life? Deepali Mataji, anyone? No? Yes?
Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes.
There is, yes, sir.
Makarand Prabhu? No, we have not seen any hypocrites. Hypocrisy will be accepted as virtue. Come on. Huh? If you put yourself a grade, then you are recognized more. Huh? I sometimes see there are if you have done this what is it called, Vrindavan Parikram, Ratikeli Mataji, we see that there are also sadhus who are sitting under the street light and they are reading Bhagavatam or Hanuman Chalisa. Have you seen them?
Yes.
I find them far, far, far better than anyone who is very rich people.
Yeah.
Can a rich person come and do that? Richness means he should be
Doubtful.
able to do it, right? But can he do it? Hmm?
Yeah. Maybe not so determined to do it in such a way.
No, he doesn't has that freedom of thought. Yeah, he's not even able to think. He's so conditioned. He's so much conditioned in hypocrisy, in false prestige, and all these things. Can he really come there and sit?
No.
He won't sit because he thinks that is so cheap, so low. Hmm?
Yes.
That is Kali Yuga. A marriage will be arranged simply by verbal agreement. What is it called? Dating, living together. And a person will think he is fit to appear in public if he has merely taken a bath. That is also sometimes we don't know whether it is there or not. Yeah, there is science which tells, yeah, you shouldn't bath every day, right? There's some scientific facts will tell. Yeah, what kind of and then um, anyway, that itself is a debatable topic. But yeah, this is what science is trying to come up, and with limited scope of maturity. Mm. We have not seen the world in and out, but we, with our small observations, we come up with facts and say, this is the fact. Yeah, it's a conditional fact, it's a relative truth, and that relative truth is only within this limits. Anyway, we have to also go forward. A sacred place will be taken to consist of no more than a reservoir of water located at a distance. and beauty will be thought to depend on one's hairstyle. Yeah. I'm I'm really surprised how maybe coming from India, we it will be definitely a shock. How come, yeah, the hairstyling can be so super expensive? For us, we are used to go to a saloon and we used to give 30 rupees, 40 rupees, or 50 rupees something, and that's it. Yeah, but here we can see it itself is a beauty cosmetic um, boutique, right? Or I don't know what is it called. Yeah, it's a place where you can beautify yourself. Yeah, whether it is hairs or it's in nails. Yeah, there are so many ways. Huh? Filling the belly will become the goal of life, and one who is audacious will be accepted as truthful. He who can maintain a family will be regarded as an expert man, and the principles of religion will be observed only for the sake of reputation. Reputation. If people can recognize me, I am dharmic, I will follow. If people will recognize that I am a leader in this particular spiritual organization, then for that sake, I follow. So the purpose of religion, purpose of dharma is to uplift ourselves, but it's only used for facelift. Yeah. Facelifting is basically to improve our value in the society. That's what we are thinking. As the earth thus becomes crowded with corrupted population, whoever among any of the social classes shows himself to be the strongest will gain political power, isn't it? Yeah, in the past it was the power was shown physically, and later the power is shown through money, and later it is shown through uh, what do you call? Yeah, what is this called when the parties are fighting for they hire a guy who is a strategist who can see which place can have which kind of results and what he has to change. Huh? I don't know anyway. These kind of things are there. Himself to be strongest will gain political power. It is not about how good a person is. We have so many IAS who try to do good to the country, but because they didn't want to move away from the principles of religion, they were not cared. Even people didn't trust that they can really make it in this corrupted world. Harassed by famine and excessive taxes, people will resort to eating leaves, roots, flesh, wild honey, fruits, flowers, and seeds. Struck by drought, they will become completely ruined. We have not seen this, yes. Oh, I missed one more verse. Losing their wives and properties to such avaricious and merciless rulers who will behave no better than ordinary thieves, the citizens will flee to the mountains and forests. Oh, yeah. Only realize people are doing that. They are running away. The forests, where are the forests? The forests are disappearing because the population is jumping out, is going to places where they can find some peace of mind. And again, what are we doing? In Vrindavan, what are we seeing? Constructions are picking up. No more its village. The shape of Vrindavan is changing. After all, why? Because people are exhausted being uh, going through all these ill treatments, and yeah, this is was a fact. When COVID took over lives of many people, they realized all these things is waste. Yeah, we go and say, increase our devotion. Yeah. Harassed by famine and excessive taxes, people will restore to eating. Yeah, I said the citizens will suffer greatly from cold, wind, heat, rain, and snow. They will be further tormented by quarrels, hunger, thirst, disease, and severe anxiety. The maximum duration of life of human beings in Kali Yuga will become 50. Yeah. So we are not yet hit there. So anyway, uh, there is also a further description, 12, verse 12 to 16, which says, by the time age of Kali ends, what will happen is said, The bodies of all creatures will be greatly reduced in size, and religious principles of followers of Varnashram will be ruined. The path of Vedas will be completely forgotten in human society, and so called religion will be mostly uh, atheistic. The kings will mostly be thieves. The occupations of men will be stealing, lying, and needless violence. And all social classes will reduce to the lowest level of Shudras. Cows will be like goats. Spiritual hermitages will be uh, no different from mundane houses, and family ties will extend no further than immediate bonds of marriages. Most plants and herbs will be tiny, and all trees will appear like dwarf semi trees. Yeah, this is what we are seeing already. Apple tree is not higher than a meter, right? Clouds will be full of lightning. Homes will be devoid of piety, and all human beings will have become like asses. At that time, the Supreme Personhood of Godhead will appear on earth. Acting with the power of pure spiritual goodness, he rescues eternal religion. Anyway, there is further explanation about what is happening and etc. etc. Um, I'm just looking for one particular verse. If it's in this chapter, I don't remember now. All these kings who tried to enjoy the earth by their strength were reduced by the force of time. Give me 1 second. the the next chapter, which is called Bhumi Gita, in that there is mention about this. All that was accomplished in the age of Satya Yuga by meditation, in the age of Treta Yuga by sacrificial performance, in the age of Dwapar Yuga by temple worship, is easily gained during the Kali Yuga by simple process of Hari Kirtan. That is what is the conclusion of this Bhumi Gita. The Bhumi, who was so much struggling, uh, it was so much. I mean, just reading the introduction is saying, the earth took note of foolishness of many kings bent on conquering her. It also describes how, even though the age of Kali is full of faults, the glorification of the name of Lord Hari destroys them all. So, yeah, which means, yeah, we have a good news. What is the good news is that things are in our hands. It's not like, okay, hey, when I am just nothing, yeah, the population is so huge. In that whole population, what is my, I'm nothing. No, but the good thing is the power of holy name can change the face of the world for good. And that's why we need to have a proper quality in our chanting. When we improve the quality in our chanting, then we can see the results. If we not improve the quality and we just say, hey, it's not working, there is an issue. Because we, if I'm eating, what is it called, husk, I'm not getting the strength. But when I'm eating rice inside that husk, that gives me the strength. Uh, so the quantity on one side can help us, yeah, because it's in fact a number, right? In fact, a commitment, right? If I don't have that, then I'm not going to have there is no question of quality at all. Uh, at least there should be a quantity, and to that quantity we should also have a quality. Both are required. It's not like, oh no, when quality is so important, let me take one round, I take 1 hour, let me go very slowly, absorb myself. huh? But again, if that one round of your 1 hour chanting, if that is your focus, that is still a quantity that should be maintained every day. With that commitment of quality of an hour of chanting, that one round should be maintained. It is not that, no, I don't have time now, so let me do in 5 minutes. Oh, I have some time, let me do in 1 hour. So we should understand that we have to discipline ourselves to maintain this quality and quantity. That's why we see Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana Natibihi. Six Goswamis are saying that, yeah, this is very important. When Goswamis themselves are counting, who are we? Are we freestyle chanters? We are only nightclub chanters. Means after everything is done, that then I take the japa. Let me finish my. I have so many important agendas to fulfill. then I take up chanting. Huh? Then quantity is mere quantity, quality is no quality. Anyway, anyway, that was 10th verse, where, I mean, I'll just quickly read. We only covered half of it. Although they are always full of anxieties on account of accepting non-permanent things, they still continue to engage in such activities out of illusion. They have no knowledge and cannot tell that they are heading the wrong way. This is our problem. We have heard so many times we are running here and there like headless chickens. Headless chicken, when there is no head, just having a body, what is the use? Yeah, you don't know where are you heading. Um, Accepting non-permanent things, such demonic people create their own god. Oh, then we start thinking this is God, that is God. Create their own hymns and chant accordingly. Huh? If one is saying chant Hare Krishna, then someone will say why Hare Krishna? Why not Coca-Cola? Hmm? Why not something else? Why not something that I create? Yeah, I should be independent and I should be so in that way. The result is that they become more and more attracted to two things. After all, when we are creating, the creating propensity is mainly coming from what? To enjoy. Sex, enjoyment, and accumulation of wealth. The word asuchi vrata means unclean vows is very significant in this connection. Such demonic people are only attracted by, remember this, wine, women, gambling, and meat eating. Those are their asuri unclean habits. These are unclean habits. That's why one can justify himself. Wine is good for health. Uh, this wine is so important. So many people are even able to live in cold countries without wine. It's difficult. Uh, uh, Wine is good for heart. So many people can tell so many things. Uh, yeah, yeah. One is not speaking about the side effects. Uh, one is only interested in how to promote his product, and the doctors can say many things, and people can say their own experiences. And in the end, when we are talking about what is happening, is one who is drinking wine, one who is getting intoxicated, who is talking about that. No, there is very less percentage of alcohol. It won't make one lose control. No, if he is interested and enjoying more and more drinking wine, red wine, wine can be used in cooking, all these things, for adding flavor, taste, and effects. All this is addiction. Yeah. Anyway, so wine, women, gambling, and meat eating. These are four regulative principles that are broken by a person who is demonic in nature. And this is what is asaucha habits. Saucha habits is what? No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. Or for us, if we want to remember, I think I was saying someone is that www. What is that? Huh? .com. Dot means we have to keep a full stop to what? www. Wine, wealth, and women. Then we come to the right platform. So, such demonic people are only attracted to all these things. Induced by pride and false prestige, they create some principles of religion which are not approved by Vedic injunctions. Although such demonic people are most abominable in the world, by artificial means the world creates a false honor for them. Huh? Now we can't go back to the scientist who created nuclear weapon. If he would be there, I don't know what. Will someone honor him for what he has done? I don't know. I don't think so. Although such demonic people are most abominable in the world, by artificial means the world creates a false honor for them. Although they are gliding towards hell, they consider themselves very much advanced. Uh, चिन्ताम् अपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्ताम् उपाश्रिता कामोपभोग परमा एतावद् इति निश्चिता आशापाशशतैर्बद्धा कामक्रोधपरायणा ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेत् अर्थसञ्चयान्. They believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Anxiety is so much, so much. A person who has so much, obviously, he has a fear of losing everything. And anxiety is so much that if you don't have, you want to have it, and if you have it, you don't want to lose it. So, in this way, you have so much anxiety. Bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. So, in order to be monopolies, yeah, everyone want to be monopoly. Why? They want no one wants a competitor, isn't it? Even if there is a competitor, you should be the leader, market leader. That's what is called uh, monopoly. Yeah, the government can put a lot of regulations. It will say, hey, there should not be only one network. There should be two networks, three networks, so that there should always be healthy competition. But uh, is it not everyone wants to be the leader? Hmm? Sachin Prabhu, I don't know if you are there, or Krishna Prabhu. Hmm? Every company, you see that, hey, where are you standing? How can you go up the ladder? In the ladder, there is a ladder, there is purpose of ladder. The more higher you go, you can prove that you are greater than others. When you are on the topper, yeah, it is so nice that all the other things are below, so that yeah, otherwise who will recognize you are great? So this monopoly nature is so much that so how to go there? Hmm? Is it going to be a catwalk? No, it's not going to be a moonwalk, catwalk. It's going to be a very tough walk. By stamping on others. By stamping on others, then you can go up. So the demonic persons who have no faith in God or super soul within himself perform all kinds of sinful activities simply for sense gratification. He does not know that there is a witness sitting in within his heart. Hey, man, did we forget who is there with us? He's making a note of everything. We may escape this government, we may escape this world, but no, not the Lord. Lord is monitoring everything. He does not know that there is a witness sitting within his heart. The super soul is observing the activities of individual soul. It is said in the Upanishad there are two birds sitting in one tree. One is acting and one is enjoying or suffering the fruits of the branches. But one who is demonic has no knowledge of Vedic scripture, nor has he any faith. Now I am telling in Upanishad, hey, I don't have faith in Upanishad. What are you saying? Therefore, he feels free to do anything for sense enjoyment, regardless of the consequences. Because of that, what is happening? The consequences are overcoming him, and then uh, he's getting the lessons in a hard way, in a tough way. Idam adhya maya labdham imam prapsye manoratham idam ati astidam api me bhavishyati punardhanam असोमाया हतः शत्रुर हनिष्ये हनिष्ये च अपरान् अपि ईश्वरोऽहम् अहं भोगी सिद्धोऽयं बलवान् सुखी आद्यो अभिजनवान् अस्मि को अन्योस्ति सदृशो मया यक्षे दास्यामि मोदिष्य इति अज्ञान vimohitam. Ajnana vimohitam means deluded by agyan. Vimohitam. Vimoha. We like vimoha. Mohana means to be attracted. Vimohanam is deluded. And by what? Agyana. By ignorance. This is the condition of demonic people. What is that? Condition is the demonic people thinks so much wealth do I have today and will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now and it will increase in future more and more. He is my enemy. I have killed him, and my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest. All these are monopoly feelings, surrendered by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices, I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. अनेकचित्त विभ्रान्त मोहजाला समावृता प्रसक्ता कामभोगेषु patante narake asuchau because of all uncleanly habits, thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. So the place in hell is guaranteed. There is no uh, tension, there is no dilemma. It is confirmed. If one is caught up in this Maya and he thinks, I am the controller and I am the enjoyer and I am perfect, I am powerful, I am. This is what is a sense of pride and false prestige. Then what is happening is that the result of is that he falls down in hell. So, in the purport, Prabhupada is giving the analogy a network of illusion is mohojala, is compared to a fish in a net. No way to come out, can mohajal is a net of not just made of plastic ropes. Moha is something that you can't even see, that you are caught up in that net. There is no limits for the desires to enjoy. There is also illusion. Always planning to increase the stock of wealth. Thinks that all his advancement is due to the current endeavor and not because of law of karma. Anyone who knows who comes into competition is his enemy. Immediately, this is immediately our protection mechanism. Our protective mechanism is that as soon as someone is coming, then we are assessing, uh, is he or is she, uh, is that, when I'm saying is he, she, and that means the companies. Yeah, there are also so many companies which come, or governments, so many. All these uh, are these when they come into existence, then or when they come into our life, our immediate reaction is, am I going to benefit or am I going to lose? Immediate calculation. If I'm going to benefit, let me be part of it or include him in our life. Otherwise, no. Immediately plan your mm, mission of tactics or whatever means through which we can remove that enemy. Manufacture one's own process of yajna, Ravana building staircase, or modern scientists trying to go to the higher planets by mechanical arrangements. All these are examples to show that man is so much into this, want to prove himself. Jal means net, like fish caught in a net, they have no way to come out. Moha jal. आत्मा संभाविता स्तब्धा धन मान मता मदान्विता यजन्ते नाम यज्ञस्ते दम्भे नाविधि पूर्वकम. Self complacent and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only without following any rules and regulations. That's what happens. So, avidipurvaka means disregard for the rules and regulations. Avidipurvaka means something like if someone is doing a graha pravesha, he's saying, I don't. When you ask him to come to temple, when you ask him to join our sessions, he may not be interested. He may not be interested. He's not having no faith. Yeah, what is this all nonsense? But when he buys a house, definitely he'll does a housewarming ceremony. Why? He want to make sure that he get the benefit of it. Abhidhi Purvakam means he disregards the rules and regulations, but still he does it. He doesn't want. He doesn't want to take the important essence of it. Hmm. So these things are always due to illusion and ignorance. We don't know what are we doing. Ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodam cha, samshrita, mam, atma, para, deheshu, pradvishanto, Abhyasuyaka. Abhyasuyaka means envious. Asuya. Abhyasuyaka. Asuya is so much because of this. The envy is very, very, very dangerous to get rid of. Envy can be our stumbling block. If at all we want to advance, we should remove this envy. How can we remove this envy? Any suggestions from anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, generally, what I understood from your classes is if you are in the mode of service and in the mode of giving, then probably envy won't be there. But if you are in the mode of getting and more of self-centered, then we will always end up in envying others.
Okay. Yeah. Others?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhu, we should try to see the qualities we like in them so that we can,
Okay.
avoid the.
Okay. Yeah. Others?
Remember, if we are in our real identity as a servant, the servant, then we may not be desiring, yeah, or envying others if we are, yeah, consider ourselves in our
Okay.
duty.
Okay. So when you accept you accept the humble position of a servant, then there is no problem with envy.
Yes,
That's good.
yes. This is what I heard in your class.
Uh-huh. So
Also.
a very smart answer. I can't say no to it. Anyone else? Madhuri Mataji, Sarika Mataji. Huh? How to be free from Asuya?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you have, as said by everybody, uh, you have some dosha in you, so you see envy in others. I mean, I came across one of the
Yeah.
recently one. Yeah, it was given when when I am proud, I am. I think that others are envious,
Hmm.
and when I am envious,
You think
I
others
think
are proud? Yeah.
so. It is to keep ourselves humble and
Mhm.
into the service mode. We should
Uh-huh.
always think that when I'm thinking I'm envious about somebody,
Yeah.
it's wanted to correct ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I also saw that. I think you posted this week itself, no? Recently.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
read that. It was nice. Yeah, the way how we can see enviness is always feeling that, oh, they have very limited resources, and yeah, um, uh, but Lord's creation is unlimited, hmm? Isn't it? Lord's creation is unlimited. Huh? We are always thinking, hey, there is only one position. That is only that position I want. That's our problem. We always are thinking that we are competing for only one thing. This competing is coming because of the envy. We as if that there is shortage of resources. As if like, oh, there is no other. Uh, we are always thinking, no, 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 no. I also need it. I also need. When there is so much competition, this competition is coming, right? This competitive spirit is creating a lot of envy, isn't it? Adira Prabhu? When there is no competition, when there is no shortage, when the resources are abundant, do we have this problem? Just imagine if everyone is a crorepati, is there any envy? Huh? You are crorepati, I am crorepati, no problem. Only if you are crorepati, then I have a problem, right? No? Hmm? And yeah, when we understand our own position, yeah, as you said, others said is servant and all, but when we understand that all these are, designations which doesn't make any sense, then we are not envious of others. If someone is becoming number one fool, will you become a number one fool? Do you want to compete in that? Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu, we better avoid it, right?
Right.
We know that, hey, this is not the right thing. That is what is called buddhi. We use our intelligence. When we don't use our intelligence, then we have all these problems. Then this pride, false prestige, envy, and all these things, yeah, they take over on us, and then we simply become affected. So anyway, coming back to how to handle envy, how to handle envy is we see that hey, everyone is servant of the Lord. Yeah, Ajay
So
Prabhu, as you said, what you said
yes,
was we accept the position of servant. Yeah, we can also accept that everyone is anyway servant of the Lord, right? Yeah. Everyone is servant of the Lord, everyone is doing their own level of service, everyone is working out. And as soon as I feel that, oh, he's competing or I'm competing with him, then this sense of envy and enemy and all this come. But we understand, hey, come on, this is not the purpose of me coming here. My purpose is to engage in the service of the Lord, that I am not great. I'm not great. Yeah, that's it. As simple as that. Uh, but whatever little I can, let me do that. There is no problem of envy. The envy will come only when we are doing all other things, complicating ourselves with all those things. This is one thing. The other thing is that accepting Krishna. When Krishna created so many universes, yeah, this is only one, like a bucket of mustard seeds. mm, there's so many universes. Do we have any problem that, oh, we are stuck? Oh, no, no, no. Uh, I have to become the Indra of this universe only. No. If we qualify, Krishna can make us Indra of any other planet, right? Hmm? Chitramali Mataji. Someone were talking, I somehow interrupted. So,
Prabhuji, actually,
who's that?
me, Prabhuji.
Apu Prabhu? You?
Hello, Prabhuji. I want to ask one thing, Prabhuji, because I don't know it is correct or not. In my experience, is this I still feel envy or not? I can't say it is envy or not, but I still feel inconvenience that if someone is close to me or excelling in some point or which maybe I'm not getting, maybe in that case I can feel envy or inconvenience. Whom I don't know, maybe in US someone is doing great. I don't know. If I read this also in newspaper, maybe I don't feel envy. Is it correct, Prabhuji, that we always feel envy whom I know personally more better in this case only?
Uh, but I think even if you don't know someone, the sense of we feeling great, it is something like you know there are two candles. Yeah. One candle is very close to you and the other candle is far from you. Yeah. You will still appreciate that there is a candle far. Yeah. It's only a matter when it comes to you, then you start feeling the heat of it. Yeah. This is how the world is doing, right? The world is conquering. Yeah. Though you start as a startup company in maybe Germany or in France or wherever, what are you doing? You're always expanding. You're always expanding. When you are becoming bigger and bigger, then others are seeing and they feel disturbed, right? When you're very, very small, not so much. But the more bigger and bigger you becoming, the influence of you impacting is felt. When that impact is felt, no, that is what is actually the envy.
So in that
So,
case also, Prabhuji, in that case also they are somehow are connected. No, I mean not like a totally not in the same line. Somehow rather they are in the same line or in connection. That's why they are actually feeling in the inconvenient situation or envy, right?
Okay,
Now, why I'm
so
making this, why I'm
mm,
actually making this point, Prabhuji, because I didn't see in the that much greater level in my small zone only when I see that. So what I used to feel is this, that if I can extend my love actually, or you can if I can feel that that person is like a my family member or my person, so my love point is extended. Normally I don't feel actually angry. Rather I feel actually happy that okay,
mm,
he's my guy only, my own person only. He's doing great. So it's my own achievement. So I used to feel
uh,
in that way in the loving exchange. So
but as I said now, so this sense of love is superficial when you have a lot of envy within. Huh? At the moment, I can tell, hey, may the whole universe be very, very, very peaceful. May everyone love each other. I love everyone. That may be, but when the time of test comes, when things come on you, are you able to sacrifice your comfort? That will tell you whether you were already envying or not. Yeah.
so probably in that case also another question is this.
Wait 1 second. I think another example can be given is that there is so much violence. The violence is coming. The violence, yeah. You yourself can hook it to as a you are related or not related, but still you can always envy your own position. Yeah, let's say, okay, your country is a communist, no, your country is a capitalist country. Yeah, and there is some communist countries that are there around. Yeah, they are totally different, not dependent, etc. But when how they are influencing the world with new um, economic laws or all this, what as soon as you have a sense of you are getting impacted, yeah, then you're tested against your love for others.
In that case, it will be envy or it will be hatred, or it will be.
Hatred is an expression of envy. Yeah.
So what will be the then? What will be then? I mean, clear cut definition of the envy. So if hatred is like a expression of envy, then what is the definition of envy?
Envy means not to appreciate others' advancement or others' greatness. And because you can't appreciate it, that's what you hate.
So that's that if I have love in my heart for someone, in that case, we will actually that term will come.
What will
Because
come when you have love?
can if I have love in my heart for someone,
Hmm.
can envy replace that love? Which is superior, love or envy?
First of all, yeah, as you know, yeah, how are you defining love? That is very important. Are you defining on the basis of scriptures where love is can be expressed only to the Lord and his devotees? Or are you saying, you know, affection? Are you saying some kind of, I think last week, I think we were discussing about attachment, affection, and all. So when you say love, what is your definition of love?
I mean, in that way,
Affection, huh?
the way we feel, for our own kids, for our own father and mother, own relatives, like that way,
Yeah.
attraction and.
So now, yeah, please repeat what you were asking again.
So in that case, if I have that amount, I mean that way of love for the other person, can envy replace that one?
Yes, yes, yes. Because
So in
our
that case,
sense
and
of pride is so strong. Our sense of
based
pride
on
is
love.
so strong as soon as we are endangered with our own enjoyment. Yeah. Well, forget about unrelated person. Even with a related person, your love is always challenged, isn't it? You love so much, but a person, yeah, yeah. If a person is because of his nature, because of his selfish interest, if he does something, are you able to still continue your love as it is? You are challenged, right? At every moment, you are still challenged that will your comfort zone will be affected, or will your free, I mean, what do you call, your position will be affected. Hmm? And this is what we are talking about, yeah. When it comes to that's why when we are using the word love, we have to be more careful, because in the love sense we are only giving, 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 but we don't want to give to anyone, everyone, because we know that people are not um, um, eligible for love, because they don't know how to use that love. They only can yeah, we don't know how they can reciprocate that love. What is reciprocating means you give, I give, you give, I give. But what happens is in the material dealings, we see that you give, I take, I give, you take. So this take principle comes in. That's why, yeah, that can that can change our affection into envy. Huh? I don't know.
Uh, I mean, I understand your point. But one thing, Pooji, I mean, I before I used to think that the love is superior than envy, but you are telling that envy can not sometimes, envy can actually defeat love also.
Again,
But
I'm not
I
saying
mean, according
love, envy can, I'm saying the love when you're talking about material understanding of love. Yes, definitely yes.
okay,
That
but
is the reason
what
why so-called, yeah, blood relations are going on fight. Yeah, don't we see, for example, what was that recent in the case of Ambani ji, right? There was yeah, why? Initially they were born, played together, and how come this came up? Hmm?
okay, what about the spiritual spectrum love, Pooji? That when you're seeing someone is like a connected with the Popat family or Krishna's family, in that way, when you develop love, then
Repeat again and come closer to the mic.
okay, you're telling that when it is the love is like a in the material spectrum love can and we can defeat it. What about that when you develop the affection or love for someone in the spiritual way, like when Prabhupada's family were or
Yeah,
Krishna's family?
this
Then in
is
that
again
way,
very interesting question. Yeah, if you are asking what about affection towards devotees, is that your question?
yes, Prabhu. In that way, when we develop
Yeah,
the affection, then envy.
nice. So in this way, there are two things. One is that the other person, how mature devotee he is, and how mature devotee you are. Huh? Everyone is struggling to be a devotee, isn't it? It's not
Yes,
like as soon as whenever there is the badge is gone or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't mean that he is already most qualified devotee from day one. So which means he also has his own interest. What can I get from the organization? What can I get from a devotee? That is also there. To that degree, yeah, there is envy, and to the degree that you understand, no, irrespective of this, my business is to practice Shuddha Bhakti. My goal is, because some devotee has um, done something. Yeah, if we appreciate the principles of Bhagavatam, that we want not to mess up this life opportunity, again getting into this. Yeah, it is something like from a big world drama, we are having a drama within the devotee community. No, that is not our ambition. We don't want to just kind of have a concentrated. No, our goal is that we are coming in this so that we stick to the teachings of the Lord. And as per that, he is not saying that if a devotee is cheating, you also cheat. Or if a devotee is envious of you, you also become envious. We want to become more and more mature, that we give our love. uh, and by that, if I'm not interested in whether other person is envious of me or not, like in Ramayana, where this Simhika was pulling when Hanuman was flying to Lanka, Simhika was holding the shadow of Hanuman, and she was dragging him down into the. No, Hanuman knows, yeah, he just expanded. You know this, right? He didn't just say, "Hey, oh, there is a problem. Let me go and." No, he expanded himself so big, so powerful. That's what we can. We just continue to do our service, and byproduct is that we could expand, we could become bigger and bigger. That's okay, but that's not what do you call? We shouldn't rather um, get affected and think, no, 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 okay, there is no one, there is no true devotees around me, there is no devotees who appreciate my love, let me not show love at all. No, we just continue to do our services. If not with that devotee, we give love to someone who really can appreciate our love. And if that person doesn't, that's okay. Yeah, our goal is to do service to the Lord. Yeah, in that way, whether we do service only to one person or to person after person, that doesn't matter. I don't know. Apu Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. So what is the conclusion, Prabhuji? That in that way, I
The
mean,
conclusion is that we should mature irrespective of whatever is the condition, we should mature to be a good devotee. And for that matter, we should take to the process of love. Yeah. And we should also understand sensibly to who can um, who need it, who can value it, and exchange with them. Hmm? Because we don't want to endanger our own self. It's not like, hey, you know what, I can love everyone. I don't care if someone is cheating me, let them cheat. Yeah, Lord will take care of them. Uh, no, why to be in that situation? Yeah, you can just, if you can move up, do something else. Find, yeah,
okay,
you
so
can always find
that's
devotees where you can work together.
okay. So that what is my understanding is, I mean, we have to farm in our own spiritual path with proper realization and standard.
Yes,
Is it correct?
correct. Yeah, nicely said.
Okay. Because why I'm actually discussing this one, Prabhuji. Normally, when actually I used to sing the Guru Stokam, no? There is one line, no? Prema Bhakti Jaha Hote
Vigna Vinashayate.
Vinasha Vinasha. So normally, Avidya means here actually all kind of anarthas, where actually envy is also there. So here is mentioned about the Prema Bhakti Jahata. That means when actually we are in the developing the Prema Bhakti, then all the anarthas will actually washed away in due time. So
Yes.
that's why I'm actually asking this one, that when we develop the spiritual love, that in this case also can actually envy wash out or not. And in this way, how can we actually develop the spiritual love within our
I'm just saying, what is the before line? Huh? You remember the before line?
spiritual line? Guru Stokam?
I'm just saying, yeah. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. So, yeah. So, here in this context, we see that this knowledge is very important. We take shelter of this, the path, the science of Godhead. Hmm? Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito, Prema Bhakti Jahoite, Avidya Vinasha Jate. In that also we are talking about Prema Bhakti, the love of Godhead. And just seeing, give me 1 second, third one, translation. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. This is very important. We should try to aim for that. He is my Lord, birth after birth. Hmm? From his ecstatic prema emanates. By him, ignorance is destroyed. Hmm. So here in this context, from him, ecstatic prema. Who is him? Guru.
Guru only, Prabhuji. Guru
Yeah.
Goswami.
Yeah, Guru. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. So ultimately, here that point is mentioning that for accruing prema bhakti, for getting that prema bhakti, what should we do? We should surrender to the spiritual master. Yeah. So that prema bhakti is given. Why? Because how the Guru is giving instructions what to do. A Guru will not say, "Hey, you do tit for tat." Hmm? And Guru also
Okay.
says, "Be vigilant." Huh? And
Oh,
these are both as part of this science of love of Godhead, prema bhakti.
mm.
Yeah,
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank
yeah,
you, Prabhuji.
yeah. Thank you. Okay. Hey, other questions? I just read, yeah, few verses today, but I didn't interrupt it anyway. Any questions from anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, come on.
Prabhuji, I was thinking that, when you have expectations and that might lead to envy when your expectations are not being met. You are expecting a lot from others. So I think if you reduce your expectation, or it's like, when you, how do I say, when you're doing something and you are expecting something in return, and that
This
thing
expectation is very
you
nice
don't
point,
have. Yeah,
Mataji. This expectation is very, very nice point. How to answer this is also we need to take a context here. Are we
yeah,
saying that Kevala Bhakti, let me do devotion without expectation? When we do without expectation, then what are we doing? Then we don't even have to do anything, right?
true.
So when we do something, there is definitely expectation of success. Yeah? The expectation is, yeah, you achieve the end goal, isn't it? You achieve the
Yeah,
result. If you don't have such expectation, you will be very, very sloppy and soggy. You won't be sharp. Huh? So expectation is very important. The expectation should be a right expectation. That is very important. So
right.
first of all, you should have expectation and you should have the right expectation. Then you will work for it. If you don't have any expectation, then you are not. It's just like aimless. When we don't have any aim, what are we doing? Huh? You say, okay, I have to go to Delhi. Shall I go today? Shall I go tomorrow? I don't know when I will go. Will I will go or not?
True, Prabhuji.
So first,
And
this is first thing. Second thing is um, expectation should be right. What does it mean? Expectation means we, as per scriptures, we have to lead a life based on regulations, rules and regulations. That is our expectation.
mhm,
It is
yeah,
not that, okay, goal is there now, I need to go, but I can do anywhere like I want. No, we also have to follow the rules and regulations to attain that expectation. It is not that, yeah, now I have become the temple, that temple, this, let me do whatever I can. Uh, After all, Lord has given me intelligence how to play around, how to do that, how to do this, let me do it. No, we still again have to take shelter of scriptures, Vedic knowledge, transcendental knowledge, and lead a religious person in the lines of religion. We have to, yeah, we have to just follow our guru. This is very important. Yeah. In the case where Arjuna, yesterday I was hearing that he has shot an arrow to the elephant.
mm,
What was his name? Bhaga, Mahabhaga, I don't know. Huh? Huh? Yeah, you can see in Mahabharata so many places where Krishna has revealed secrets, right?
yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? Yeah. And there are so many hetvas that they can challenge. Hey, how can you can do that? And when Arjuna followed, is he a dharmic person or the adharmic person?
He's a dharmic person.
Yeah, why? Because the Lord had said. Whatever Lord said, he did it. Now the question, can a question be raised on Krishna? Hey, are you dharmic or not? No question. He is the one who created the law. Huh?
Right, right.
Yeah, and he, whatever he does, definitely abides the law. It is not that, okay, he is doing something outside law. Even if he is doing something which is not there, that can be added as part of the law.
Mm, true, Prabhuji.
So our shelter, and as long as we take scriptures, our expectations will be right. When our expectations will be right, yeah, and the goal will be right, yeah, we can do it. Now you can complete your question. I don't know if that was.
Look, just Prabhuji, I wanted to add something that, of course, when we are talking about our spiritual path, yes, if we should have if we have right expectations, and that's good. But when we are dealing, in the material world, that time also to keep ourselves safe, our mental health, for our mental health, I think uh,
Yeah,
we have to reduce our expectation from others. uh, Otherwise, if you are expecting, then you are somehow thinking that, okay, this or this person or somewhere, there are so many.
that's why better
uh,
to be as minimum as possible with how
yeah,
do we call this asanga, not with the be careful with non-devotee association. Yeah, because
yeah,
when in the world you are always expected to give something to them. They may tell
right,
you, I have an off. What is it called? I have an offer. 50% discount. The purpose is that he will, his expectation is that you buy with that 50%, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, expectation is there. It's not that he's doing a service to you. No,
No.
a non-devotee will never do service to you. He always is interested in his business.
Right.
Yeah, and in this
Yeah. A
dual
different.
mode, and we want to be simple. We don't want to be duplicious. We want to be simple. So as much as possible, be under the protection. Uh, Guru will tell what
Yes.
you should do. We just follow that. As simple as that. As soon as when we think, no, 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 I want to be independent. I cannot follow a guru. Then we have to handle all. Just like if you have your own business,
Yes, Prabhuji.
all the risks and profits, dangers, and external, all these things you have to manage all alone. But just imagine if you are um, in an office, yeah, there is an exclusive team that will manage all these things, and you just come work and then yeah, you do relax, whatever. Yeah. So it's very important. That's why you need to have, we need to have shelter, not you need. Yeah? All of us need to have shelter. And what does it mean to have shelter is we follow it. It's not like, okay, now I am part of an organization and or I am part of this. Uh, I no, we have to take to the teachings every day very seriously in our life. It's not that still no 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 my this is my understanding. Let me do my way. Then you have not taken shelter. It's only for namesake. We really take
Right,
instruction, we
Prabhuji.
really thoroughly understand it, and after we thoroughly understand it, then we apply it. It is not at all other way. Yeah, like okay, I hear to you whatever you said, but again I will use my own limited capacity of, and then I will do because I think Sudama Prabhu, what you have told, I think doesn't make sense. So let me do my way. Then yeah, all the best. Yeah, it can also work, it can also not work, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
So
Right, Prabhuji.
yeah,
Thank
it's
you, Prabhuji.
we have to understand thoroughly and do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Any last question? We have 3 minutes.
Thanks, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, thank you for the session. Just a small, elaboration from Prabhu's question, because this was also in my mind for quite some time. Not a spiritual one, Prabhuji, but more needs some materialistic guidance too. Papa Prabhu asked, like, we always, feel envious about people who are in our circle generally and not outside the circle. Let's see, Prabhuji. So, for instance, professionally, we don't think that, okay, Elon Musk or Bill Gates is so successful, but we all think about the immediate,
So what you're saying is you will admire him. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
no,
You will
no, no, no,
admire
no,
his greatness. Yeah, he has
not
created such a X factor and that became that
not
great.
not admiration, Prabhuji, even in terms of feeling envious, right? We feel, okay, this guy got promoted or whatever. We have that kind of viewpoint only for a limited circle, and basically our ambitions are always our envious is always limited to the people around us, right? So like how do you think psychologically we can overcome it? And of course, having bigger goals is one way. I don't know if the question was clear, Prabhuji, or
No.
no, what I mean to say is, like, we feel sometimes envious, and this envy is always around people in our circle. And for instance, professionally speaking, we think about somebody who joined with us and who's not that capable of getting promoted, what he or she could have done. So this kind of a mindset we have, rather than looking at,
It all depends on your level of
intelligence.
intelligence, right? If your
Yeah, yes,
intelligence, I'm not
mhm,
telling real intelligence, I'm telling your cryptic intelligence. The
yes,
more cryptic you are, the far you can think how this can impact your goals.
yes, okay. Mhm,
Huh?
mhm.
For example, as soon as there are big visions about digitalization, I feel so much envious about these people. Why? Because they are dooming the whole universe into dungeon business. Yeah. I really do not appreciate that. Why? Because there was a purpose how the creation was done. It's not about digitalization that every nook and corner is connected. There was a purpose of not to be connected. Yeah.
Mhm.
But maybe for a common man, he may not think so much. A common man would just think, oh, okay, digitalization is there. Okay, what is so big problem? Ah, nice. Let's be. So the more your intelligence is, you can understand, is it going to cause you a problem or not?
Yes, yes, probably.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So coming to this Elon Musk, for example, everyone loved, everyone have this, what is it, X, uh, Twitter,
Yes,
right?
Prabhuji. Yeah, X
Everyone
platform.
wanted everyone, yeah. So initially there was so much problems, and later, yeah, you may just be a witness. Oh wow, WhatsApp is such a great tool. Yeah, then slowly someone will say, hey, there is, digital law. What is it? Privacy problems. You join on Signal. Signal is secure. Tomorrow someone will say Signal is not secure, and day after tomorrow someone else will come with something else. I don't know what, there was already something before Signal. What is it? Telegram, right?
Yes, Telegram. Mhm.
uh, I, I really am still surprised. When we were kids, from that time have we not seen messaging systems there? uh, they were there, right? Huh? The world was connected. It's not as soon as this www was there in 2000, the communication already started rolling. The messaging was there. The Rediff was there. Yahoo was there. Google is there. So many things are there. Just still we are talking about how to communicate, how to communicate, why to communicate, why not to communicate. All these guidelines, who is giving? Hmm?
It's
Huh?
more like
As soon as the social networks came, what happened? People who are making idli at home, they, I mean, not about you. I have seen real examples. People who make idli, uh, uh, they don't they don't go and give idli to the neighbor, but they just post it and say, hey, today this is my breakfast, idli with chutney and sambar and blah blah blah, and prajalpa. Hmm?
yes, Prabhuji. So I think this was helpful, Prabhuji. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm envious. You see, I am really envious of this. Yeah, we should say, oh, we devotees should not be envious. I'm really envious because Lord has a plan, and that plan is at danger, and that's why I have. I mean, of course, openly I cannot say, but yeah, I really hate all these things because this is not the purpose of life. And why I am envious? Instead of instead of spiritual revolution, which has to give the best priority, all other agendas are given top priority. That is the reason why I'm envious. The position that the devotee, the position that the spiritual wisdom need to be given, is pushed back. That's why I'm envious.
Yes, Prabhuji. I think,
Yeah.
yes, Prabhuji, it was helpful. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah, but again, this is only my level. Yeah, if you go a level further, more pure devotee would say, okay, the world is not going to change. Only we have to just finish our business here and go. They would just not even envy of those people. They are pure, they are deceased, they have mental sickness. Oh Krishna, may you protect them. Yeah, that's why we also pray, for the world welfare. Why? Because yeah, after all, we don't know what we are doing. That's why we are struggling. There's so many people who are doing like, okay, let's not have so much hatred for them. Already they are in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, there are these three levels of devotees, na? Kanishtha-adhikari, Madhyama-adhikari, Uttama-adhikari. Yeah, depending on what kind of devotee we are, we have such mm, broader acceptance.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. That's what when I'm saying broader means, the more intelligent one becomes. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, and the level of reading the situation also kind of
Yeah.
differs. Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
The reading the situation, then you understand, hey, this pattern is repeating, it cannot be changed because the law of nature is like that. Rather than we struggle to solve this, yeah, we just struggle to get out of this. Anyway, let's stop here. Thank you very much for joining. Any announcements from anyone? I think Bhagavad Saptah is not that far. It's 2 weeks from now. If anyone is interested to render some services, I think there will be some definitely before, after, during the Bhagavad Saptah time. Let Ram Raghav Prabhu know, or me, or Rupa. We can just direct
Yeah, maybe
properly.
Satish Prabhu can elaborate about the services as well, because some maybe wanted.
Which Prabhu?
Satish Prabhu, sorry.
Satish Prabhu, you know, na list, if you can tell. You
And
can
Yes, Prabhu.
whoever is joined here, you can also see how you can contribute. Otherwise, also, if you know someone else who can join, yeah, this is very important. Try to spread this. That is our only hope. The only hope is that the more it reaches to more people, not just by forwarding. I think people, when we get also some flyers, we may not take it serious, but when we get a call, we may want to consider. That's how our sensitivity has got affected because of social media, um, social networking. So try to reach one to one and explain what it is, and ask them to come all 7 days, if not at least few days, and let's see.
Yes, Prabhuji. So maybe I can quickly, share the link to the service, and people can register using this form. Maybe if it is okay, I can quickly